Who am I to deny what the Lord can do? Who are you to deny what the Lord can do? I was being super reflective. I'm sitting here looking at the future home of Choose Different Media Studios. And I'm so excited as I look back and think about everything that God has done in my life. I'm gonna get choked up. And some of you know, some of you don't know, but 15, 16 years ago, man, I was a hot mess. I was on my knees in my daughter's room, begging God, begging, wailing for a woman who had been where I'd been, done what I'd done. And I needed her to have this tremendous bounce back story. And I just needed her to sit across from me and tell me I was gonna be okay. And as I was wailing and crying out in hysterics for this woman, I heard from God. One of the first times in my life I'd heard from the Lord, not audibly, but I just heard this calming, confident whisper to my spirit. I knew it wasn't me. I was hysterical. And it said to me, "You are her." And my first reaction, I screamed, "No!" I remember just screaming. I'm pretty sure I was cussing. I said, "No, I'm not. Look at me down here. I've screwed everything up. I've thrown away everything that you blessed me with, my family and just everything." And I was recently divorced, and I had stepped out in my marriage and committed adultery in the South, right? And I was like, no one's gonna listen to me. Hello, I'm in the South. I'm not her. You got the wrong number here. I need her. And I kept begging again for this woman. And again, I would hear this calm whisper to my spirit, "You are her." And I remember being completely confused and laying my head down on my daughter's bed and just crying, not understanding. Fast forward 15, 16, 17 years, and I look back and see everything that God has done in my life. Guys, it's a miracle. And I'm nobody special. Grew up in a broken home, just a girl next door, middle-class family. And the only thing I could say is I said okay to God. And who was I to deny what the Lord could do in my life? He called me to write my book, and he nagged me about that for, it was over a year. And finally I got frustrated and was like, fine, I'll write this stupid book. No one's gonna read it. I'll write it, just leave me alone. And gosh, we have the book at Choose Different Media. We have the audio book. It got picked up by a New York Times publisher. They did a revised edition, which is crazy. We have the podcast now that we've had for over 5 years. We started doing, this is all spirit-led, by the way. And none of this is Christy Neal. This is all God nudging me to things, and I would just say, okay. So my question to you is, who are you to deny what the Lord can do in your life? And what is he asking you to do? You know what it is. What is he asking you to do that you're like, oh no, you got the wrong number. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't have this. I don't have that talent. No one will listen to me. Who am I to write a book? Who am I to do a podcast? Who am I to fill in the blank, right? I don't know what it is. But he's nudging you for a reason. And who are we to deny what the Lord can do? He is more than able if you just say okay and surrender to him. And I tell you what, if I've learned one thing, I've learned there is so much adventure in the surrender. And I cannot believe this life that God has blessed me with. I can't believe it. It's a miracle what he's done in my life. It's a miracle what he's done in my husband's life. And now we get to work on ministry things together. It's just amazing. And we've seen God do just amazing things. And re-airing one of our TV shows, that was a blessing. We didn't know that was going to happen. It comes on Monday nights at CTN, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can also watch it on Choose Different YouTube, or go to our website, choose-different.org, and check it out. But it's just amazing. So I just want to encourage you, whatever it is that he's asking you to do, what if you say okay? I'm so glad that I said okay years ago, and I'm so glad I didn't listen to all the people that laughed at me, that made fun of me, that told me there was no way I was going to do that didn't believe in me, that said, who are you to be a voice for Christian women in adultery? Who are you? What do you think you're doing? I'm so glad I didn't listen to them, and I listened to God instead. And there's been many days I've thanked God for all of those people that didn't believe in me, said bad things about me, spread rumors about me, laughed at me. I thanked God for them, not in a spiteful way, but honestly thanking him, because it spurred me on. It fueled me. I don't know, it fueled me. I've always been that way. If someone tells me I can't do something, it fuels me. So let it fuel you to do the thing he's calling you to do. Okay? Who are we to deny what the Lord can do?